Silent Running, 1972. Full story, themes, and sci-fi details. Overview. Title: Silent Running, 1972. Genre: science fiction, drama, environmental. Director: Douglas Trumbull, 2001, A Space Odyssey visual effects supervisor. Starring Bruce Dern, Cliff Potts, Ron Rifkin. Themes: environmentalism, space exploration, artificial intelligence, human survival. Full story summary. Earth's last forests in space. The film is set in a dystopian future where all plant life on Earth has been destroyed due to human neglect and pollution. The last remaining forests have been preserved in geodesic domes on spaceships orbiting Saturn. One of these ships, the Valley Forge, carries these domes under the care of 4 crew members, including the protagonist, Freeman Lowell, Bruce Dern, a botanist who is deeply passionate about saving the forests. The order to destroy the forests. The crew receives orders from Earth to jettison and destroy the domes, because the cost of maintaining them is too high. While the other crew members are indifferent, Lowell is horrified at the idea of losing the last trees, plants, and wildlife. Lowell's rebellion and escape. When his crew starts preparing to destroy the domes, Lowell kills one of them in a desperate attempt to stop them. He then launches the ship into deep space, escaping with 1 remaining forest dome and 3 maintenance drones named Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Injured in the struggle, he reprograms the drones to help him care for the plants. The loneliness of space and final decision. As he drifts alone through space, Lowell struggles with isolation and guilt, but remains committed to preserving the forest. Eventually, he realizes that the authorities are closing in on his ship. To prevent them from destroying the last forest, he makes a heartbreaking decision. He releases the last dome into space with the drone Dewey to care for it. Lowell self-destructs the Valley Forge, sacrificing himself to prevent discovery. Ending. A lone forest floating in space. The final scene is poignant and symbolic. Dewey, the small drone, tends to the last forest in existence, drifting alone in deep space. Scientific concepts and themes in Silent Running. 1. Environmentalism and climate change. The movie was one of the first sci-fi films to address ecological destruction and humanity's responsibility for nature. The concept of preserving forests in space biodomes is similar to modern space agriculture and terraforming ideas. 2. Space travel and artificial gravity. The Valley Forge orbits Saturn, depicting space colonization and long-term human survival away from Earth. The idea of sustaining plant life in space is now explored by NASA for future Mars missions. 3. Artificial intelligence and robotics. The drones Huey, Dewey, and Louie showcase early concepts of autonomous AI robots programmed for tasks. Modern robotics in space exploration, like NASA's Perseverance rover, mirrors this idea. 4. Psychological effects of isolation in space. Lowell's experience reflects real astronaut challenges like loneliness, psychological strain, and ethical dilemmas. Why Silent Running 1972 is a must-watch sci-fi movie. Ahead of its time, one of the first films to focus on climate change and ecological destruction. Inspiration for future sci-fi, influenced Wall-E, Interstellar, and even Star Wars. Drones inspired R2-D2. Emotional and thought-provoking, a unique mix of space adventure and environmental message.